I know. We just got our hands on the iPhone 11 Pro and the iPhone 11 just a few months ago, but it's that time of year again. We've got new leaks and new rumors on the next generation of iPhones, and they're shaping up, according to the rumors, to be pretty cool phones. And even still here in the first few months of 2020, the iPhone 11 and 11 Pro are great buys. They are very capable phones. But if you're on the fence about if you should upgrade or wait, I'm gonna have to tell you to wait, because the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro look like they're definitely phones worth waiting for. So before I get into the iPhone 12 and the 12 Pro, I want to quickly touch on the iPhone 9. And we already did a full video of everything you need to know about the iPhone 9. We'll link to down below and also in the video card up here in the corner. But for now, just know this. It's the $400 iPhone, the next generation of the SE2. It's basically the guts and the internals of the iPhone 11 packed into the familiar body of the iPhone 8. This is supposed to be the new low-cost, affordable iPhone that we were supposed to see at some kind of Apple March event, at least that's what the rumors said, but that obviously didn't happen. But we're still expecting to see that phone debut before this fall iPhone event. So it will not be a part of the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro event, at least as far as we know. We may see some kind of silent launch for this phone. We may see something happen at WWDC, but these are kind of two separate classes of phones, and the fall looks like it's going to be reserved for the higher end iPhones. So we are expecting 4 new models of iPhone to launch this fall, 2 of the iPhone 12 versions and 2 of the iPhone 12 Pros. This is more iPhones than we've ever seen before, and let me kind of break down exactly what this means. And all this info comes from very credible Apple analysts like Ming-Chi Kuo, so there is no reason to really doubt that this is probably going to happen. So the next generation of the iPhone 11 is coming in the form of what we suppose is the iPhone 12, and it's going to come in 2 versions, a 5.4-inch version and a 6.1-inch version. Then with the 12 Pro and the Pro Max, they also get a little bit bigger. You've got the same 6.1-inch screen size that we see from the 12 going to the 12 Pro, and the larger Pro Max is going to a massive 6.7-inch display. So what does this actually mean? Well, you now have 2 options, a smaller and larger version for the 12, and the 12 Pro is getting bigger. The smaller 12 Pro is going from 5.8 to 6.1 inches, and the larger Pro Max is going from 6.5 to 6.7 inches. So suffice it to say, these are going to be much larger 12 Pro phones than we're used to with the 11 Pro series. And it looks like Apple is starting to kind of close the differences between the regular series of phones and the Pro series of phones. All these phones, all 12 and all 12 Pro models, are expected to have OLED displays, so no more LCD technology for the lower end phones. They're all going to be OLED, and they all should support 5G, which actually is a super cool addition to see in this new 2020 iPhone lineup. And all models of the new 12 and 12 Pro should be powered by the same A14 processor. It's going to keep these phones running stupid fast for years to come. Okay, so if they all have OLED displays, they all have the same processor, and they're all 5G capable, what's the big difference between the 12 and the 12 Pro? Well, like every year, camera is a big deal to Apple, and it looks like the Pro series is going to have some features that the regular iPhone 12s will just not have. So if the rumors are correct, Apple would kind of take some cues from the 2020 iPad Pro and put a LIDAR scanner on the new 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max, which could be cool for stuff like augmented reality, but even better, maybe some kind of new Pro portrait mode that takes more advantage of all the data points that sensor is able to collect and makes some kind of really cool feature that only is reserved for the 12 Pro series of iPhones. Maybe going from a 12 megapixel sensor to a 64 megapixel sensor, but that has not been confirmed, and the rumors are still a little back and forth on that, so we're not exactly sure what they're going to do, but a higher megapixel sensor would make a whole lot of sense for the Pro end iPhone. We're also expecting some new colors. The 11 Pro came in this really kind of cool midnight green, and we're expecting the 12 Pro to come in this really cool kind of deep sea blue color that's been floating around online. Not sure again if this is 100% going to happen, but from the renders and the concepts, it does look super cool. There's also some rumors that Apple could finally bring one of the iPad Pro's top features, the Pro Motion Display, over to the iPhone 12 Pro. This would basically give you a high refresh display on your iPhone. It'd be super cool to see with this OLED technology, and Apple would kind of work their magic, work their wizardry to make this happen, and it would be super cool and would definitely kind of separate these phones even more. The 12 Pro would give you a lot more pro features, including that silky smooth display that you're not going to get on the iPhone 12. This also could be a big year for the iPhone's design. We're hearing that this could be the year that the iPhone's design is totally overhauled and could be the biggest change to the iPhone that we've seen since 2017 and the redesign of the iPhone for the iPhone 10. We're not sure if this is limited just to the Pro series or if it's going to happen across the board for both the 12 and the 12 Pro, but we are really kind of waiting for something different with the iPhone. This would be super cool to see and would look a little bit more like the iPhone 4 and the iPhone 5 than kind of the current design that we have on the Pros right now. So I guess the big question right now is, when are we going to see the 12 and the 12 Pro? Well, there's some analyst speculation that these could be pushed back a little bit due to current world and economic conditions, but there's still analysts that say that this probably is still on track for a regular fall release timeline. So expect an Apple event in kind of mid-September and the phones to launch at the end of September or maybe into October. There could be a delay of a couple weeks, we don't really know right now, but it sounds like Apple is still kind of on track, at least internally, for a regular fall iPhone launch. But I think we're just gonna have to, I guess, wait and kind of see what happens to see if that's actually going to happen. And that's it. That is everything we know about the upcoming iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro. Definitely an exciting fall for Apple, and I'm super curious to see what these phones finally bring when they are released. But even before these phones are released, if you want some great analysis on everything going on in the Apple world, check out the Apple Circle podcast. It is back. It is available wherever you get your podcasts. And if I do say so myself, it is an excellent podcast, so be sure to subscribe and check that out. We really do appreciate it. What do you guys think about the new upcoming iPhones? Are you gonna go Pro? Are you gonna go 12? Are you ditching them all together and going for the $400 iPhone 9? Leave a comment down below, let us know what you guys think. As always, hit that subscribe button and thumbs up this video if you have not already. And that's gonna do it for me here today. Thanks guys, I'm Robert Rosenfeld from the Apple Circle. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.